Imagine this, you're on a date, everything is going great, and then boom, they clap when the plane lands. Or maybe they got chapped lips. Suddenly every ounce of attraction you felt vanishes.
Get out of here.
That, my friends, is what we call an ick. It's a powerful gut reaction, and in today's video, we're gonna be diving deep into what it means for your brain and for your relationships. Is it a subconscious warning signal, or is it just your brain messing with you? By the end of this video, you'll know the answer. The ick isn't just a TikTok trend.
What is the biggest ick you've ever encountered in a man?
When they don't shave their balls.
It's a real psychological phenomenon that reveals fascinating insights into our instincts, our fears, and even our evolutionary past. But don't worry, I won't overwhelm you with complicated jargon. We're just gonna focus on the science-backed essentials that you need to understand. What if the quirks that trigger the ick actually say more about you than the person that you're dating? Stick around, because what you're gonna learn is gonna change the way you'll think about dating and attraction. And no, it has nothing to do with astrology. Here's what we'll cover today. First, we'll explain what the ick is and explore its evolutionary and psychological roots. Then, we'll talk about how your brain might be using the ick as a defense mechanism. And finally, we'll tell you when to trust the icks and when to challenge them, based on actionable strategies from research. Let's get right into it. I'm Sam Bajfarov, and I'm obsessed with the science of how to get more out of life. The ick is a sudden, visceral feeling of disgust that can completely derail attraction. Clinical psychologist Naomi Bernstein explains that it's actually deeply tied with our evolutionary history. So no wonder it can feel like such a big feeling. Back when survival depended on choosing the right partner, our ancestors developed instincts to spot potential flaws in mates, traits that might signal poor health or low social status. For example, something like chapped lips could signal dehydration or poor health, and clapping when the plane lands might signal low social awareness, something that mattered a lot in early human groups. Beyond evolution, the ick might also stem from psychological triggers. According to couples therapist Phoebe Shepard, they might act as defense mechanisms, a way for your brain to say, this relationship might get serious, I'm not ready. This feeling often stems from relationship anxiety or fear of vulnerability. Here's where things get really interesting. Sometimes the trait that triggers the ick might reflect your own insecurities. If someone getting too emotional bothers you, it might point to your own discomfort with showing emotion. Not all icks are created equal. Therapist Todd Baratz says that while some icks are valid red flags, like feeling unsafe or disrespected, others are minor quirks that your brain is blowing out of proportion. Baratz emphasizes that dating is an experiment. So if the date was fun overall, maybe it's worth giving it another shot, because sometimes the ick is just a fleeting reaction.
So what is the biggest ick you've ever encountered in a man?
Crocs.
So here's something wild. Research from social psychologist Julia Zapolot suggests that ambivalence, like the ick, can actually lead to growth. When we notice flaws, we reflect more deeply on the relationship, which can actually lead to constructive changes like better communication or spending more quality time together. Instead of letting the ick dominate your thoughts, try focusing on what you like about the other person. Sometimes a shift in perspective can make all the difference.
Why'd you say that so loud?
The next time you feel the ick creeping in, don't just immediately write that person off. Ask yourself, is this a genuine red flag or is this just my brain overreacting? Tell me in the comments, what is the craziest ick you've ever encountered, and did you manage to get past it? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more science-backed takes on dating, relationships, and most importantly, life maxing. I'm Sam Bajfarov. See you in the next one.